Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I find you well. I'm back. I'm Dr. Maza was saying Today I am going to talk to you about the types of mental illness. I'm going to talk to you about the types of mental illness. There are many types of mental illness, and they can be categorized in different ways. Under mental illness, we've got what is called psychosis. But this type of mental illness is subdivided into two branches. One branch is organic psychosis, a type of psychosis in which the cause is known. Zvinokonzera urwere kwepfungwa zvinozivikanwa under organic psychosis. Examples are dementia and epilepsy. Dementia is the gradual degeneration of brain cells in symptoms aya anoburitsa. The same with epilepsy. Having fits now and again, there is brain death that occurs, and that causes epilepsy. So with epilepsy and dementia, something has happened to the brain cells and their function deteriorate. Then still under organic psychosis, where the cause is known like malaria, psychosis, and meningitis. It means there has been infection to the brain, which alters the way the brain should work. Some infections cause mental illness. And still under organic psychosis, there can be direct injury to the brain. Say in an accident, then the function is altered. Then the other type is called inorganic psychosis. The cause in this is not known. The brain structure remains intact, but the function is the one that is altered. The types are like schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is the type of inorganic or psychosis. Then still under inorganic psychosis, we have mood disorders. Disorder ekusafara kana kufarisa. We've got mania, in which the person is very happy. The cause is not known. They wander around, vanotenderera vachifamba vachinonga zvinhu, haana chaanoita chinobuda because brain yake haisishanda zvakanaka. Chaanoda kuti atange kuita haachipedzi. That's in mania. Then in depression, munhu akasuruvara. They are not happy. They don't feel worth living. They see themselves as worthless, and they become hopeless. Vachiti hapana chinobuda muupenyu hwake akazvitarisa. So usually vanhu vanenge vane depression vanogona kupedzisira vava suicidal, vanozviuraya. Then that mania and depression, some patients can have both mania and depression, and that disorder is called bipolar disorder. At one time anenge achifara zvikuru kwemazuva, vhiki, mwedzi. Then at another time they are very sad, ava mudepression. Saka anogona kunge ari mania ozova mudepression, inonzi bipolar disorder. They can also have panic disorders and social antisocial disorders. These panic disorders, munhu anongopanika, haazivi chaari kutya, asi ukataura naye mugona kunzwanana. The personality is okay, but they do not know why they behave the way they behave. Tozoenda kuma disorders of personality. Personality unhu. So we've got borderline personality, narcissistic personality, antisocial personality. to explain them with the borderline. At one time, they are okay. At other times, they display maladaptive behavior because of their personality. With the narcissistic personality, pan excessive love of oneself. Muna anozvida, anozvitutumadza, anozviti iyi. They've got self-importance. Itori mental illness iyoyo. Then there are some who are antisocial. They don't respect other people's rights. They don't respect other people's rights. So they are always at loggerheads with the society. Then we have got what are called psychosexual disorders. With the psychosexual disorders, people want to be in love with other animals, things other than other humans. For example, somebody might want to be in love with animals, which is called bestiality. And with a rodone muka. That's why you find kuti kune vamwe vanhu vanenge vachinzi vanonyenga mbudzi kana madhadha kana huku. Some want to be in love with children, anonzi pedophilia. We have heard stories of people being arrested for falling in love with kids or having sexual intercourse with children. Some also want to be in love with people of the same sex, homosexuals. It is a form of mental illness. And it's like it's growing in numbers more and for reasons that I don't know. It is a disorder. Then we've got another form of mental illness under phobias. Phobias are irrational fear of an object, a thing, or a situation. Some people are afraid of going on heights. Or they are afraid of thunder and lightning. Zvisingaenderani thunder yacho zviri irrational. Some are afraid of walking pari open space, or being where there is a crowd. That is a form of mental illness. Then we've got trauma-related illnesses. I think I mentioned this sometime earlier when I talked of post-traumatic stress disorder. Munhu anobatikana nezvaakambosangana nazvo zvobva zvakonzera kuti asafunctiona zvakanaka in daily life because yezvaakambosangana nazvo. And I gave an example yemuhondo. Then tina anonzi acute stress disorders, ekuti munhu haazivi kuti zviri kumbofamba sei. Iye haatozivi reason yekuti sei achigeza maoko kakanyanya akangobata akaita kabasa ogeza maoko, as an example. Or if somebody is seated in a house, they may stand to go and close or lock the door, which they had locked earlier on. It's obsessive compulsive disorder. Yekuramba ungoita chinhu asi wambochiita iwe woga unenge uchitaura kuti ndachiita here kana kuti handina. Then kana usina kutonoita check, you don't feel settled, you're going to go and check again, as an example. Then we have anonzi eating disorders. People have got problem with food. Some eat even if they are satisfied. The satiety center is okay, but the pleasurable center still needs that food, and people continue to eat and eat anything that comes across them, and they become very big, they become obese. That eating disorder, we call it anorexia nervosa. Then there are others who will not eat. They will take very small quantities of selected food because they don't want to be bulky to the extent that they become skinny, because brain iri kuvapa an incorrect body image of themselves. Izvi zvinowanzombobata vasikana vanomodhla vaya, umwana apera izvi vanoda kuita maintain the body kuti inge ichingori as recommended kwavanenge vachiita zvemasports avo. Then we've got substance use disorders. Disorders that come as a result of using zvinodhaka. Think of anything chinodhaka, alter one's mind. Mbanje, alcohol, mutoriro uriko mazuva ano hamene kwawakabva onako. Saka disorders also why they fall under mental illness. Then we also have what we call dissociative disorder. Disorders anozova as a result yekuti mind yemunhu inoramba kuva associated nezvakaitika, to the extent yekuti munhu anogona kukangamwa asi akazviona kana kuti zvichangoitika. So we've got localized amnesia, zvinoitika pachangoita trauma. Then there is selective amnesia, munhu anofela kuyeuka part of the event. Then kune generalized amnesia, yekuti munhu anokangamwa maevents ese muupenyu hwake. Because inonzi continuous amnesia and still under dissociative disorders, yekuti nezviri kutoitika zvacho anozvikangana. So mental illness iyoyo. Then we have got other disorders dzekuti munhu anongonzwa kuti iye ane problem kana kuti ane urwere, but akaitwa ma-investigations ese anobvira kuti tiite rule out these problems, anowanikwa ari normal ma-investigations, asi iye achinisisa kuti anorwara. Then the other branch yandandisina kumenshana ndiye mental subnormality, yekuti mwana anozvarwa aine problem yekuti iye ari handicapped, brain yake haikuri, iye angakura mhomo asi behavior yake inenge iri mwana mudiki, mental subnormality. So these being the types of mental illness, I will deal with them one by one in future. But after this video, I'll come to you again, informing you of how people with mental illness are admitted to mental institutions, especially in Zimbabwe, because the rules governing their admission differ from region to region. So I'll come back with admission procedures. If this video doesn't get through per TikTok, you can get it on YouTube under Dr. Mazuva Jose stroke mental health Nangai Kwachivi. Monswera zvakanaka. Thank you for following. Please inform your colleagues, follow and like, comment and share. Thank you.